Good morning, everybody. It is another week, which means another vlog. I am currently at a national park. I am 8 months pregnant, so my fatigue is very, very real. I still really want to stick to my 1,000 hour goal. That being spending 1,000 hours outside within the year. I haven't been doing too great on that since Cabania. Cabania is when I realized I wanted to do this little challenge. And so I really thought I just need to get back out there, and I thought why not film here since I do have so much content to make. So we're here multitasking, getting some content done for long format YouTube, getting some shorts done, and also getting some time outside. My whole body is aching. I barely walked much, but I guess that's just part of pregnancy as I get bigger. So we're just enjoying the outdoors, the fresh air, bringing my expectations down from what I would usually do if I were here. To be honest, I'm feeling a little bit off today. I feel very melancholic. I've been thinking a lot about my dad today, about family traditions as, you know, the seasons change, Christmas is coming and whatnot. And as Rosie is coming, and just realizing how she won't necessarily experience my family traditions or the things that I used to do every year. So I'm feeling really off today. Yeah, I'm taking advantage, I guess, of this mood that I'm in to share a few words of wisdom. I am now 35 weeks pregnant, which means this might be my last kind of pregnancy video in general, because I'm nearing the end now, so possibly the last pregnancy update. And yesterday I was thinking about the things that I would advise someone else if they were entering their third trimester. So this is my advice to you if you are in your first or second trimester and you're starting to plan for the third. Before we continue with the video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below. I make mostly videos about adventuring. Soon we will have another little one joining us, but yeah, mostly adventure videos with my partner Jeremy. So subscribe to make sure that you can follow along with those, and don't forget to hit the like button below the video. The first thing that I would recommend with the third trimester is to take time before the birth. So originally, when I had been planning my pregnancy and trying to get pregnant and whatnot, I had planned to take maternity leave as soon as possible. So where I live, you can take it as of 16 weeks before your due date. So that was my plan, and I said I really wanted time for myself to just wrap my head around the fact that I was becoming a mother and just take my time to integrate, process, all that stuff. Now, everyone thought I was crazy taking 16 weeks before, and I think that kind of got to my head. Everyone was like, I worked right up until the end of my pregnancy, and you should kind of do the same thing so you can have more time with the baby once the baby is here. So I decided to work up until 38 weeks pregnant. This is because my job is not very physically demanding either. So I thought that that was going to be a really great way to do it. What I'm realizing now, and what I've been told in my prenatal classes and from my midwife, is that it's really important to rest before going into labor. What I'm taking from that is not just to rest in the sense of physically resting, but also to let your mind rest. I feel like I need more than just 2 weeks to just get back into my body, to process this whole pregnancy, and like I said, process and integrate just the idea that I'm going to be a mother, and just get ready mentally for birth. For me, I think that would look like yoga, probably in the mornings, more meditation, just connecting and seeing where I am. I used to do the chakra meditation where I would analyze each chakra in my body and see where I was at, where I was feeling anxious. Was I feeling my heart was closed or too open? Was I giving too much? Where was my creativity at, my sexuality at? You know, making sure there was no blocks through my vessel, which sounds very spiritual again, but I feel I come from more of a spiritual background. So just doing things like that, sleeping, because I feel third trimester fatigue, it really hit me at 33 or 34 weeks pregnant. So sleeping when needed, yeah, just realigning to get ready for the birth, because I feel it takes a strong mind to get through all of that, and I just want to go in there feeling centered and ready, you know. So that would be my first words of advice. It'd just be to take time before your due date. Don't listen to other people, and if you feel you need 3 weeks, take 3 weeks. If you feel you need 4, 5, 6, I would recommend it. So that is my first little piece of advice. Now my second piece of advice is to do all the things. What do I mean by that? I mean that you should do all the stuff, like all the baby showers and the blessing ways and the prepping for postpartum and going to the prenatal classes and all of that stuff. The reason I say this is because before my blessing way, I almost canceled it because I had so much anxiety. I was worried about who was showing up, who was not showing up. I was worried that like it wouldn't turn out the way I imagined it would and all this stuff. And it was a lot to host, you know, by yourself. Looking back, my blessing way was the first kind of like initiation into motherhood, I guess. After that ceremony or like ritual or that get together, I really felt more ready to give birth. Like I felt ready to become a mom. I felt so supported. I felt so loved. And we did all the activities. When I say do all the things, I mean do all the things. So like do the birth affirmation cards, do the red thread. So this is like the red thread that you cut off once the baby is born. So do that, do the beads, do the birth candle, do all that stuff. If you're wondering what the heck I'm talking about, I have a blessing way video on my channel. I'll link it up here somewhere. There'll be like a banner that says that you can watch it there. So do all the things. I also had my baby shower. We did it boys and girls, and people were like, we don't really believe that boys should go. Like I had that comment a few times, like it should just be girls. And who cares, honestly, what other people think? If you want to do it boys and girls, do it. I felt so supported, so loved. I felt like I had my front line of men there supporting me and Jeremy and this change that we're going through. And just do all of the little ceremonies that celebrate this rite of passage, because they really made a huge difference for me. Also, the prenatal classes, that really helped. If you can do them in person, even better. We went to one last night, and after leaving, I was like pumped. I was like, I'm ready for birth. Like, let's do this. I have zero fear. Like, I feel so prepared. I feel like it's been talked about so much, and I know so much about it that I'm just like, okay, I'm ready to do this. Like, we don't need to talk about it anymore. I'm ready. Just to get your mind to prep and just get all the tricks and the tips and the support and all that stuff, and have all of these people just like cheering you on. It really makes a big difference. Also, the postpartum care, that's something I didn't think I was really gonna put much emphasis on. I didn't think I was going to spend much time like prepping food or harvesting colostrum or, I don't know, preparing those things. But I've been doing that, and it's really been enjoyable. So I've been making double every time I make a meal so that I can freeze half and, you know, put it in the freezer for postpartum. I harvested 1 syringe of colostrum, and not going to do that again until 36 weeks because it's not suggested, but I just wanted to give it a try. And yeah, just again, all those little things, they help you mentally prep for like the baby coming and what life is going to be like after the baby. So I just recommend like indulging in all of it. Enjoy it, and I feel like it really makes a big difference leading up to the birth, and to just help you prep mentally and emotionally for everything. So that's my second piece of advice. My third and final piece of advice after everything that I went through this trimester is to drink water. And that is way more of like a small tip, trick, whatever, but after my whole dehydration thing at 28 weeks and seeing how much that impacted me for a few weeks after that, I would just say drink water in your 3rd trimester, drink 3 liters a day. You don't want to end up with a threatened preterm labor. It's scary, it's unnecessary, like you just need to drink water. So drink a lot of it, bring a water bottle with you all the time, and make sure you're drinking like 2 to 3 liters a day. I actually need 3 liters for me to not have contractions and to not start going into labor. So you need to drink more than you think. And that's about it. That is the 3 things that I would strongly advise if you are entering your 3rd trimester soon. If you are, let me know in the comments like where you're at, how your pregnancy's been so far. If there's anything that you're nervous about, maybe I can help. I'm feeling very confident. It's my first baby, but feeling very confident. So if you have any questions, any comments, leave them below. I'll make sure to get to those. And besides that, enjoy the rest of your pregnancy. It's flying by for me, so I feel like it's just gonna fly by for you. In 5 weeks, baby girl will be here. Don't know if there's gonna be another pregnancy update video before that. It's wrapping up now. I hope you guys have a great week. Thanks for sitting down and chatting with me. I will be back next Friday with another video. Bye everyone.